We're here with Zach Zedrick, head coach of the Miami University men's golf team. Zach, can you speak a little on the spring break trip?
Yeah, overall, we were pretty disappointed with our play. The conditions were very difficult at Briggs Ranch. It's a really good golf course, good test, and very windy and firm, which we haven't seen a firm golf course in a long time. And we did a poor job, adapting. We got off to actually a really good start. I think 13 or so, 14 holes into the first round, I think we were in second. And from then on, as the wind continued to pick up, we had a harder and harder time getting the ball in the hole, and just struggled. No other way to put it. And then, that kind of got into our mojo a little bit, and I think it had affected us, in Florida. I think we got better every day as the week went on down there, and culminated with a pretty solid last round. I think we shot one over as a team the last round, and then I think there were only two teams that shot one under. Ole Miss, who won, and then Florida Atlantic, who plays that place 5 times a week. So those are the only two teams in front of us on Sunday. So I thought it was a really positive way to end the week as a team. I think we learned a lot about ourselves, but definitely going and playing that way wasn't the way we wanted our March to go.
So as the team makes its way through the spring season, where do you think they are now, and where do you see them going forward?
I think that, obviously, like I said, March, if you look at Colleton River all the way through FAU, was just bad month of golf, no other way to put it. Obviously Pat, he had a chance to win at Colleton River, even though he didn't necessarily have his best stuff at Briggs Ranch. Hung in there, and I think he finished tied for 11th and went down and played really well down in Florida. Finished, tied for first. So he's been doing what he's needed to do to lead the way. It's interesting in that last year, it seemed like we would have a lot of guys shoot 72, 3, 4, 2 of the rounds, and then one round would be 79, 80, 81. Now it just seems like we're counting a bunch of 76s and 77s. So it seems like rather than a couple good rounds, maybe one just really bad round, we play 14 or 15 holes really well, and it's a couple holes that really get us for the day, and it turns into 76, 77. So, but honestly, we've been home for a week and a half now, and what I've seen at home and just the conversations I'm having with our players and the kind of what I'm gathering that the other players are talking about, I think we're in a great spot. So I think our best golf's still in front of us. We're back in the Midwest, and I think the guys are pretty hungry to have a great April.
So going back to Patrick Flavin, he's been playing very well. Like you said, he tied for first down in Florida, and he's won MAC Golfer of the Week 2 of the last 3 weeks. So can you talk a little bit more on his performance and what you're seeing out of his game lately?
A lot of maturity in how he's really trying to play to his strengths and just manage any mistakes out there. The thing about Pat, that if you look at that entire week down in Texas and Florida, there was only one time where he really made a mistake and then compounded it, and that was the 7th hole, which would have been his 16th hole of the day on Sunday down in Florida. He hit it in the water off the tee, and then he hit a poor third shot, and that was the only time I really saw him follow up a mistake with another mistake, and I think that's what separated him. If you look at it statistically, ball striking wise, he's hitting it well off the tee, but if you look at second shot or third shot on par fives, is from an approach shot standpoint, there are a lot of guys on the team that are a lot better than him right now. But what he's doing so well is he's turning 3 shots into 2 inside 50 yards more often. He's putting it great right now. And like I said, just not, he's very sure of himself as a player. He knows what he needs to do, how he needs to play a golf course to set himself up, shoot the lowest score possible, and he's doing that right now.
So looking forward to Indiana this weekend, what can you tell us about the course you'll be playing at, and what should we expect?
The golf course really good. We actually had a chance to go over there this past Sunday and play Otter Creek. It's a Robert Trent Jones design. He's one of the probably the most famous architects in American golf. Has built a lot of great golf courses, and this one's no exception. It was good to get over there. It's one of those places. Once you see it a couple times, you feel very comfortable with your lines off the tees. Greens are very difficult. A lot of back to front pitch, a lot of elevation change in the greens. But like I said, it's one of those places you see it a couple times, you'll know what you need to do out there. And as far as what I expect us to play our best golf, and our best golf usually results in a win.
So who will you be going with in your lineup for Indiana?
A little bit of a change. We've got a lot of guys that have consistently been in the lineup, and that with Pat, and then Jack Sparling, Greg Conrad, and then Brian Orr, and then Daniel Schwartz is actually going to play in the fifth spot. He's played a lot as an individual this year, and he did play in the lineup at the match play, but he really has continued to get better throughout the spring, and had a good week down in Florida, and is in a position where we want to see what he can do when he knows he's going to go out there and his score is going to count. So I know he's excited, and like I said, just in general, the team's really excited to get back after it.
Will anybody be traveling as individuals?
No individuals this week.
Okay. Thanks, Zach.
Thanks.